Before Billings even existed, the town of Colson was founded in 1877, and it had one notable resident, its sheriff, liver-eaten Jeremiah Johnson. You've probably heard of Jeremiah Johnson because of the silly Robert Redford movie about him. Jeremiah Johnson was born in Pattonburg, New Jersey, July 1st of 1824. He served in the Mexican-American War and eventually deserted to Montana. He was a mountain man and a hunter, and married a Kootenai or Salish woman. I couldn't clarify whether she was Salish or Kootenai, but she was from the Flathead Valley tribe. Jeremiah and his wife lived in the Flathead Valley, and one afternoon he went out for a hunt. To return to his cabin burned down, his wife murdered with their unborn child. This sent him on a rageful vengeance against the Crow tribe who had murdered his wife. He killed 300 Crow warriors. The Crow tribe believed that the liver is where your soul rests. Whenever Jeremiah Crow, he scalped them and ate their liver. Eating their liver meant that they would never go to the afterlife and they were doomed eternally to be on Earth. He was at one point captured by the Blackfeet. The Blackfeet were going to serve him to the Crow. He escaped. He fled 200 miles, coming to the area that we know now as Billings. But before it was Billings, it was the town of Colson. The town of Colson was a very rowdy town. It didn't have a church. It was full of taverns and saloons. Jeremiah Johnson became the sheriff of Colson, and during that time, a lot of the residents ended up at the Boot Hill Cemetery. The Boot Hill Cemetery got its name because most of the people who died with their boots on. Being that Jeremiah resided in Colson, which is 5 miles away from the Crow Reservation, he eventually became friends and made peace with the Crow tribe. After his time spent being the sheriff of Colson, he became the marshal in Red Lodge, and then finally moved to Santa Monica, where he died in 1900. His body was then laid to rest in LA, and then in 1974, his body was moved to Cody, Wyoming, where it now rests.